Welcome back. I thought today is the best day to look at one of the most famous and successful Metallica albums, because on this day, August 12th, in 1991, this album was released. This is, of course, the Black Album, as it is dubbed. It's really self-titled, but it is mostly black here, and you can barely make out these the logos and the snake here. 35 years ago, this was released. It's crazy to think these songs are 35 years old. But there was quite a good number of hits that were on this album. Enter Sandman, Sad But True, The Unforgiven, Wherever I May Roam, Don't Tread on Me, and Nothing Else Matters, which is a really beautiful song still. I think for me, My Friend of Misery is often not talked about. It has an amazing bass line that just leads off the song, and the interlude is incredible too. I think it really helps showcase Jason Newsted, as he didn't get too often. And he actually is a songwriter on that track. And I think it just helps highlight him a little bit on that, and it is a little underappreciated, at least not talked about much. Here is the disc, which has the same as the front cover, but you can see the logo is just a little bit better. And here we have the song titles all again. And you can see this was on Elektra Records. But in here, you basically have the song lyrics for every song. And as you can see here on My Friend Misery, it lists Newsted as a writer, which you don't really get to see. But you can see here this is mainly just the song lyrics in here. But if you were to open this the other way, and do it that way, you get the band members' faces here in semi-silhouette. There is James, Lars, Kirk, and Jason over here. Seems odd that he's kind of separated, but if you do here, he's on par with James. Take from that as you will. This was such an iconic record, and I think paved the way for a lot of the metal that we get these days, and a more mainstream appeal of some of it. Just gone out to the masses a little bit more. But it did get some hate from fans at the time. I always think of it more as a bridge album. This album feels like a perfect bridge between what their previous stuff was and their future stuff. You hear a lot of these elements in Load that comes after this, and you still get elements of the almost orchestral song development from previous albums like Ride the Lightning, Master of Puppets, and Justice for All. So I think it's a good balance of the two, although it was a little bit more mainstream. I think there's a place for that sometimes, and they capitalized on that for sure. But I thank you for joining me today and celebrating 35 years of this CD. I hope hope you will join me again, and I'll see you in the next dive.